Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sagar. Now I am going to talk about optical fiber. Nowadays, we got information from anywhere through the network cables. In the world, most used in optical fibers. First of all, what is an optical fiber? An optical fiber is flexible and transparent fiber which is made by plastic or glass. It is slightly thicker than the human hair. And next we see the structure of an optical fiber. The innermost cylinder is called core, which is act as a denser medium and which is surrounded by cladding, which act as a rarer medium. Between the core and between the cladding and buffer jackets, there is a silicon coating. This help to quantity of transmission of light. And coming to the buffer jacket, which is help to moisturize the product. And next we see the principle of this work. Optical fiber. This optical fiber is based on the principle of total internal reflection. And then next we see the how communication system is based on the principle of optical fiber. First of all, the message or information that you want to transmit that is maybe that in non-electric nature. So first of all, it is converted into non-electric in nature and non-electric maybe non-electric nature, and next we that is transformed into optical fibers. Now the message containing a light that is transformed into the optical fibers will be optical modulation of optical LED or laser, and these light travel through the optical fibers by phenomenon of total internal reflection. And next, and at the receiver, there is a photoelectrons are transformed into electrical into light, light energy, and finally the information is retrieved. And coming to the applications and advantages of optical fiber. Coming to the applications, it has very low transmission loss and a small size. It is less weight and high security signal. And coming to the applications, it is used in almost all fields, like electrics, mostly used in medical fields, endoscopic operations, and tumors, and it is used in decorations. This is the optical fiber. Thank you. Anybody have any questions?
Good evening, everyone. I am Sagotam. From CSE. Good evening, everyone. I am Sagotam from CSE-C. Came in front of you to say about what is an anime. Before going into that, let's see what is the biggest fandom in. The first one is anime, next is Marvel, next is DC, and like that we'll go through last at cartoons. What is an anime? Anime is a special style of animation that generally represents the Asian art. It generally says about the culture and past of the Asian culture. Anime is the closely related about the Japanese language. Every in Japan, everyone Even the old people loves to watch anime. In difference between anime and cartoon is the quality and the artwork of the anime. In animes, it, they use high quality, cartoons cartoons they use very less quality. There is no plot. There will be no plot and no timeline in cartoons. But in anime, there will be a perfect plot twist. There will be a perfect plot. There will be a timeline. There will be so much emotions and enjoyment in it. Basically, animes are taken from the Japanese comic books called manga. In Japan, mangas are the best and the highest gross highest paid books. It takes for 3 billion worth of money. Animes are animes are classified into three types. First will come as a basic television series, another one as a movies, and in films. The in difference between anime and animation.
No, don't conclude abruptly. Give a conclusion.
In in anime, they take technology to the next level. They even use mind controlling systems and everything. In anime, they use emotions for everything. One of the best animes that I recommend are Naruto. That concludes my presentation. Thank you. Do anyone have questions for me?
Could you explain about manga?
Yes.
Could you explain about manga? How is it different from the comics and anime and the types of manga?
Mangas are actually the Japanese comic books. They're actually called mangas because they are originated in Japan. The, there is no difference between manga and anime. Anime is just driven from the manga. The animes are taken from manga. There are no differences between manga and animes.
Could you please tell me about types of manga? Like here we have novel, girls manga, we Chinese, right? How is it?
There are different types like high school mangas, um, supernatural mangas, sci-fi mangas. There are so many different types. We can't count them. Yeah. Cool.
Gautam, can you suggest me any anime which has a perfect world building?
For your question, there is a best anime that can I provide you. It is called Naruto. It has best fan base. It has best plot twist and best timeline. You can never.
Now is it okay?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Siddhartha, and I am now going to discuss about some interesting topic, and that is dark web. Have you ever wondered you can get a 360-degree security for your online surfing? No, all can casually do like we can use VPN for that, and the VPN simply follows tunneling, which is not which we can decode the original IP within seconds. But when it comes to dark web, it will follow a three-layer protection. And now let's join the journey with me with the dark web. And the topics we are going to discuss in this is we are going to discuss what is dark web and how to access it. And I'm going to give a mind buster for you and how the dark web works and positives of it, negatives. And we also got a bonus lecture which is called Marina Web. And we need to wrap the session. Next, what is dark web? Dark web is just something like a surface web, but which we can access it through a specific softwares and specific protocols. So that is called a dark web. And the dark web supremacy is there in surface web there is only 4% of information is available, but in dark web 96% of information is just available, and that we can access it like anything. And I'm going to just go through the myth buster and boom. And that is we all gonna think like accessing dark web is somewhat illegal, and we had a situation like FBI open up and not. That's not gonna work on this because accessing dark web is legal in almost every countries, and in India also accessing dark web is legal. And how to access dark web? We need to use any VPN service like a Node or ExpressVPN. And first we need to connect our mobile to VPN, and we need to install the browser called Tor. Maybe you have listened the word many times, Tor browser, which people call that is illegal and all, but it's not. And we need to browse the onion sites, and only dark webs all have .onion site as an extension. And how torrent dark web works. And if you want to access a normal website, the all is going to is a client will request and the server will go to the backend, and the backend will just give the requested resource to us. But when it comes to dark web, it will follow the relays. There are three types of relays: destination relay, middle relay, and exit relay. Using these three relays, we can get the three-layer protection with that, so that we can be traced by anyone. And next, positives of the dark web. In dark web, we can use it many ways. Like if any information is enclosed in this surface web, we can access it through dark web, and we we can access any legal records and all, and we can access sites like Facebook, Instagram in dark web, and there are official sites only. And here I provided the official Facebook .onion site for your convenience. And coming to negatives, wake up to reality. In in this technical world, for every technology, there are equal positives and negatives. In dark web, 3 by 4 of the business is drugs. They used to sell marijuana, heroines, and all in dark web, and we can hire hackers for technical hazards on the company, and so many are losing their jobs because of that. In dark web, we used to get met with carders and hackers and so on. All pirated stuff will be kept on dark web first, and later it will be extracted by the sites like Pirate Bay or Telegram, which is called the next dark web. And here comes the bonus lecture, Marina Web. This Marina Web
You're
is
crossing
basically
the time limit. When the time limit is given, you should be bound to it.
last up. In Marina Web, it is like, I think you all know Marina Trench, which is the deepest trench in the world, and it is named after that. This Marina Web contains all kind of stuff like the government secret activities, and there is a rumor that humans are changed. They also conducted experiments like they changed humans to zombies and all. That's a rumor. That's not true. But if we get the key to open the Marina Web, our world will change. And any questions? Yeah, Gautam.
What is the difference between VPN and dark web server?
Good question. I've already explained. VPN just uses a tunnel. It will be like if we connect to some USA or UK, it will just tunnel us to the IP. But nothing changed. If we use Tor browser, it will be not like that because we are not playing with IPs. Because the data is connected with nodes and no other node will be in the connection with the previous node, and it will be like some soccer game. No, it moves very random. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jasmine. Today I am presenting my presentation about future classes. Let us. Technology can become fast. Technology can become computing that can faster and fastest to the world. It can creates the world. Basically, technologies is implemented in the studies. So we are implemented. These are the three types of implemented in the future classes. So first one is use of technology. Technology is use of technology. In this term, we are implemented so many technologies like LCD screens, virtual learning, holograms, cloud learning. These are the part of the classrooms. And second one is quality of education. Quality of education means we are purchasing money. It is not a quality of education. We are implemented your work. And third point, different styles of learning. Different styles of learning means classroom of the future seeks to rapidly resources to districts to our solution. Next, what is the classroom of the future? Classroom of the future, it will seeks recently helps to the students. The main aim of the classroom, it will helps to the students and making contribution today. What is the future plan? Our aim to be instead that they own it can create our future. Uh, it can we are example reading rooms, library. We are implemented computer training. These are the part of the classrooms. The future of the learning focuses and role. Focuses are enrolled. Online is to fake to sake learning. The challenges faced and solutions of the technology brings and explore what the future of the learning will look like beyond the crisis. Is there any questions?
Good morning, everyone. I am Bharat. I am here to tell about machine learning. Generally, we do some tasks very hard, which are very hard. Uh, Computer makes us to make any task simple, uh, in which mostly we use artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence makes many works for us easy. Uh, One of the branch of the artificial learning is machine learning. Machine learning is a uh, self-learning task. It computer will learn from its experiences. Uh, when anyone let us take an example. We are playing a chess game with computer. It will make many steps, even we don't know. It will take some inputs from other games which are played by experts. From that it will learn and it will take some uh, good moves from that and learns from that, and it will play with us. Machine learning is divided into two parts: supervised and unsupervised. Machine learning, machine learning, when we give some input, if that output is expected by us, that is called supervised. Unsupervised, if supervised, if the input is given by us but we don't know what will be the output, then that is called unsupervised. uh, in this supervised, we can get, when we have lot of stuff to do, the machine will make that stuff easy to us. So when we do a task, it will be simple for us. When it comes to unsupervised, we don't know what will happen, even we don't know what is the result to it. Disadvantage, disadvantages. In every aspect in technology, there will be a disadvantage. We have some disadvantage too in machine learning. When it comes to machine learning, some when we didn't get unexpected, we get unexpected outputs. It's maybe cause some harms to us. Uh, thank you for thank you all. Do you have any questions? If not, answer.
A very warm afternoon to everyone. I'm Reshma from CSE-C. Now I'm here to discuss about epistemology of laws. Epistemology. Let me explain this term with few questions. What is knowledge? How do you know what you know? What is a belief in something? The ultimate answer to all these questions is epistemology. The dictionary meaning of epistemology is the theory of knowledge, especially with regard to its methods. Simply, we can consider this as knowledge of knowing something. The major aspect is epistemology of laws. Let me explain this with the example of the ball poem. It was written by John Berryman. It is about the boy who is playing near the waters. With the ball, he lost his ball while playing. He is constantly staring at the ball which he had already lost. He is in the face the hardest reality of life. In this contemporary world, the hardest part is learning to overcome the grief after losing his beloved possession. Here, for the boy, the beloved possession is his ball. For us, losing a ball might be a small issue, but for a little child, it's a very big issue. He feels he have lot of memories and love with that ball. So he claims that the child is acknowledging the art of epistemology of loss. The boy will now encounter the hardest challenge of the life. It is the lesson to embrace the hard reality that we will eventually lose the people and things we love. One has to stand against the odd miseries of the life everyone has to bear. We have to stand against the odd miseries, also, we have to overcome the odd miseries and live our life successfully. The art of letting go and moving on. Actually, it's a very big concept, it's a very philosophical concept to understand. There are, according to the philosophist Elizabeth Ross, there are 5 stages in the epistemology, overcoming the epistemology of loss. They are denial, anger, bargaining, and acceptance. First, we deny that we have lost something. We are not able to accept that. Later, we will bargain that if that would have happened like that, then this would not happen like that. Later, we will get angry to all pretty some issues. Later, we will get into depression. And the last step is acceptance. When one have to wait till the last, as no one will stuck in any phase. I want to conclude my PPT with a quotation. Accept what is, let go of what was, and have faith in what will be. Any questions?
Hi, may I know what are the ways to overcome epistemology of laws?
Hi Hashita. Actually, it's a very good question. I have mentioned earlier that there are 5 phases in overcoming the epistemology of loss, but have to wait till the 5 phases will pass on. So taking hard decisions in between will cause the destruction for themselves only. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Saujanya from CSE-C. Now I am going to explain about fear. Fear is an emotion-induced perceived threat which causes entities to quickly pull far away from it and usually hide. Let us discuss about the fear. It is a natural response of something and that a person feels is a threat. Uh, l- now Now talk about how the fear will come and what are the symptoms of the fear. When you feel frightened or seriously anxious, then we feel fear. There are there are some symptoms while we feel fear. Heart they are heartbeat gets very fast, breathing gets very speed, uh, muscles feels weak. These are the symptoms while we feel fear. Now how we overcome fear, let us see. Overcoming fear is according to the to spirituality. If for example, if you feared about ghost, then it, mm, if you went to the temple or a church, and other faith groups can be a valuable supported network. Spirituality is a practice of overcoming the fear. Conclusion: it is easy to ignore or deny our fears, even to ourselves in a society, and stress and importance of being strong and brave or among our peers. But our courage can't come into the play unless having a fear to lose to face down. Thank you. Is there any questions to ask?
Question? F3?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Suresh. I'm here to describe about 5G technology and how is it evolved from 1G to 5G. Nowadays, everyone using network with a communication. So ancient days we are using letters and telegrams, but nowadays we go through the emails, WhatsApp, and another alternative sources. Now the 5G spread all over the world. Now we are entering into the 5G. Let's look about what is 5G. 5G is a broadband cellular network system, and complete wireless communications with no limitations, can be called as real world wireless technology and incredible transmission speed. It has a speed of 1 gigabyte per second. What does it offer? Always cellular phones, extraordinary data capabilities, high connectivity with the others, and large
Can
phone
you
memory.
please stand well? Can you
We
please
have we
stand
will,
well?
we will see about
Hello.
the 5G technology from
Can
the
you please
evolution.
stand well?
The evolution starts from 1G to 2G, 3G, 4G, and 5G. Nowadays, several countries using 6G and 7G. We are not talking about that. We have to discuss about this 5G. Now, 1G developed in 1980s and completed in 1980s based on analog system. This is speed up to 2.4 kb per second. allows allows us to make calls only in one country. And next, going to the 2G, developed in 1980s and complete 1990s based on digital systems, service such as digital voices and SMS with more clarity. It having more capabilities. And later 3G, third generation, developed in between 1990s and 2000s. Transmission speed is 125 kb per second and 2 MB per second. It has voice, clear voice quality and email, etc. Also, it has roaming. We can contact with other countries through the mobile. 4G, developed in 2010 and most faster and more reliable, speed up to 100 MB per second. And last is not the least, the 5G advantages: data bandwidth of 1 GB per second of higher, global accessibility, dynamic information access. Let's see about the pie chart.
in all over the country, um, most of countries uses 5G network like China, Japan, and Philippines, USA. We are also India. We are going to launch 5G spectrum occasion in India last week, yesterday. This total bid is 1.42 trillion crores and expected 5G penetration in 2025. Year the graph, South Korea is it 66%, USA 50%, Japan 49%. Like this, by bad luck, we are in the last stage in 5G network. We hope 5G will took place in India before earlier. Is there any question?
Yeah. And now USA is using 6G, right? We got 5G mobiles, but why will it still get the 5G network?
Because I said already, the 5G auction is on the way. We're going to bid it for to get the 5G wireless technology.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Neha and from CSE-C. Here I am going to tell about information technology. Uh, 21st century refers to the age of information technology. Information technology has changed the way of living of humans. It made very easy to communicate with each other. So let us know about what are the advantages of information technology. Information technology helps a lot in access of information, and it also saves time, saves the natural resources, and it importance of technology in our daily life. So nowadays information technology is very useful to us. We can communicate with each other. If we are far away from each other, it helps us in a different ways. We can communicate with each other. We can share or receive the information, and we can use the information technology as it is efficient of cost, and it helps in the globalization, and it is for best communication. Computer is the backbone of the information technology. Information technology is a very important field and awareness which is must, otherwise we would lag far behind the developed nations. Information technology, so we apply information technology in our everyday life. uh, we apply information technology in communications, servers and internet network support application, and we mostly use in a software field and security, and it is used in a globalization. Thank you. Question wants to ask questions.
Hello everyone, and I am here to present about corruption leads human life. Sorry for disturbance. Hello everyone, I am here to explain about what is corruption and corruption leads to human life. Corruption is the form of dishonesty and criminal offense which is undertaken by a person or an organization or a position of authority. And now see, our India is in 85th place out of 180 countries, and one of the topmost country is Denmark, and second Finland, and third New Zealand, and three countries are the topmost countries in the corruption. For example, in the picture we can see the police officer took the money from the normal people by the way of fine. It is not the correct way to collect the fine. We have to create a notice and you have to send it in the our mobiles or and do for the justice also. We have to prepare a notice that we don't collect like this of the money. And India is in 85th place in the world out of the 180 countries. It is not. It is the shame to us who are staying in the India. And now we can see how corruption leads to human life. Corruption increases inequality and decreases popular accountability and political resonances, and thus produces risking frustrations and among citizens. Exactly, we can define the corruption word as an abuse of entrusted power to private gain. Corruption is the misuse of public power. We can appointing politicians are appointed of the civil servants of our votes and elections to get private gain. But normal people don't know why they are paying fines and by the taxes. They're getting private gain in the black money. In the daily life, corruption playing a major role. We know that it is belongs to us. We still pay for it. Nowadays, this is the public situation. Corruption leads, corruption increases the cost of agricultural, education, even justice also. We are doing the settlements, borrowing justice in the world. This is not the correct way to improve the justice. We have to make a fight against the corruption. Anti-corruption starts from you. Corruption, corruption is like a ball of snow. Once it is sets to rolling, its must increases. Our worldwide corruption money for an year is 2 trillion in every year. This is the black money which was private gain by politicians, civil agents, government servants, and etc. The duty of youth to to challenge the corruption and change the world. Thank you. Is there any questions?
Naveen, can you please repeat what is ACB and where it is located?
ACB means an anti-corruption bureau, and it is located in the capital of India. I think. I don't know whether the correct place it is.
What are the factors by which you are saying that the respective state or country is corrupted?
Come again.
What are the factors by which you are considering a particular state or country as a corrupted state or country?
I think Hyderabad.
I'm asking about factors.
Factors by traffic police and the we are jumping the signal points and some
She's asking about the corrupted.
factors. Yes, ma'am.
Just
In India, what is the most highly corrupted state? Maharashtra.
okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. Let me start by saying a few points about myself and the topic that I'm going to present. I'm Harshita Pusapati, and now I'm going to tell about actions speak louder than words. Words are from lips, but actions are from heart. When I say I'm not going to touch this mouse, do I really not touching it? I'm saying it by words, but I'm do touching it. It means my words do not have any value. What you say can be improved only by what you do. When I say I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, but do not show it in implementation, do the people really trust me? No, they will not. Actions play a major role in building trust, especially in relationships. When you want to build trust with your parents, you need to prove them that you are doing this. You need to prove them that you are capable of doing things. If not, they'll not trust you for the second time. And action play a major role in building a proper system. In India, government tell many words during campaigns or say many things, but they do really show it in implementation? No, they'll not. But if they really do show it in implementation, our India would have been a developed country by now, and we all would have been a first developed nation in the world. And there are many freedom fighters of India, but only few are noted. Why are they? Because they show their words into their actions. Mahatma Gandhi is a novel example of showing their words into actions. Mahatma Gandhi is the one who showed his words of non-violence, non-satyagraha into his actions, which really do change the freedom struggle of India. Consequences of not proving our words. When we say something, we need to prove that we are going to do this. If not, the trust and the opinion people have on you will change. It affects our self-esteem. For the first two times, you might skip the things or you might not show the value for your words. But for the later on, when you look back to your life, the whole things were very disturbed because there is no self-esteem within yourself. And the second thing is it, aff- it not just affects you, but it also affects the people around you. Just the example that I told before, India has changed a lot because political leaders in the system, what they are telling, do not show it into actions. Thank you so much for giving this attention. And do you have any questions? I happily invite you.
Hi, Ashika. Hello. In such in some situations, we will explain words, but we can't prove in our works. And in that particular time, what we should want to do.
The best example for it is teachers. Most of them may not show the actions into their words. They tell us a lot of lectures, which is helpful for us, but it may not be applicable in their life because they may have some or other problems of not applying it into their lives. But we should take those words into our actions and we should try doing it. Thank you.
I am Abhishek.
Hello.
one more microphone, please.
Hello.
Give it to the students. Okay, please.
I am Abhishek. Madam is good.
Hello.
I am Amisha. I am studying CSE. Now I am telling about electricity in our daily life. Some of the notable uses of electricity in our daily life basics. Mention. Entertainment. In entertainment, electricity uses in many ways like television, mobile phones, healthcare. In healthcare also, electricity uses in many ways. Like through electricity only many systems and complex materials are using and many operations are working. Like many treatments, household. In households, in many houses are using ACs, electricity, televisions, and refrigerators. Transportation and communication. In transportation and communication also electricity uses many ways like if any matter we want to know from the space we have to learn and we have to apply electricity to enter space and engineering. Over uses of electricity. Over uses of electricity leads it may cause very dangerous environmental pollution through thermal power plants, nuclear power plants, and it reduces renewable resources like coal and etc. Overusing of electricity leads to many causes like it. If we use overly electricity, we have to produce more electricity from the renewable resources. When we extract more electricity from the renewable resources, it causes more pollution. Like it causes from thermal power plants and nuclear power plants. Steps to reduce electricity usage. Choose the right light and use the solar plates instead of power. Use less resistivity conductance materials. Avoid unwanted uses of electricity. Many people are do even they seeing television and also parallelly they use mobile phones. Why if they don't need if they switch off means it will save electricity some amount. Life without electricity, if it's exist, it is very hard to imagine a day without electricity and with no electricity. We face a lot of problems and many systems and works will stop and also many industries and all those are works from electricity. So we have to save electricity. Life without no electricity affects industries collapse and of economics. Decreases productivity. More products are comes from industries and many other systems. Environmental concerns, electrical equipment will be junk. These all materials are waste if there is no electricity short. If there is shortage more. Short life a tendency. So I conclude that save electricity for your better tomorrow. Thank you for. Anyone have queries to ask? Thank you.
Hello everyone who are present in this pleasant evening. I am here to tell about Internet of Things. Uh, let's go into the topic of IoT. So, what is IoT? the Internet of Things network of physical objects or things embedded with electronics, software, sensors, and network connectivity, which enables these objects to collect and exchange the data. IoT allows objects to be sensed and controlled remotely by our using things, and opportunities for more direct integration between the physical world and computer-based systems, and resulting the improved efficiency, accuracy, and economic default. And coming to the history of the IoT is the concept of Internet of Things first became popular in 1999 through the Auto ID Center at MIT, and related market analysis publications are. And RFID means radio frequency identification. It was seen as a prosecute of the for the IoT at the point. And how it works. Internet of Things is not the result of the single novel technology. And coming to the subtopics of it, and communication and cooperation, uh, addressability, identification, sensing, and etc. To develop these applications, in home we use electric lights, and for transport, parking, self parking, and health of our body by using watches, and some more examples are we can use is this in cities and etc. For example, IoT is used in shopping malls, self introduction of that particular thing which we use, and we gonna buy the thing. And another example is we use smartwatches in many other smartwatches. In the smartwatches, we can see how many steps we're gonna walk, and how much time we sleep, and etc. And it is also controlled by a computer controlling. It can control our thoughts, and it can censor our thoughts. Thank you. Any questions?
Yeah. And Yashwant, you said IoT devices are very secure, right?
Yeah.
But nowadays, a 5-year kid also can easily hack the IoT device. Then how it can be called secure?
Uh, we can secure it by many things, and we have some more techniques.
Okay.
Thank you.
Can I know how IoT devices works?
Uh, it can work by our. For example, you have a smartwatch. In smartwatches, we can see that how many steps we gonna walk, and how much time we slept.
And process how IoT works through mobile to any other IoT device.
Coming in. One second.
Question.
Can I know how IoT device works? I mean, whole process.
You have to connect the device. It will be connected by Bluetooth or some other things. Example, it will be connected by Bluetooth or some other thing.
It will be connected by a Bluetooth or watch.
Hi, good evening to all. My name is Pawan and I am from CSE-C section. Today I am telling about cyber security. Cyber security. The word cyber is coming from the internet, and the security means the security offered by the internet means through the online uh, from the servers or anything. And these are the topics we will discuss now from this PPT, and this PPT is taken from the Google website. And now the first of this PPT is introduction and need of cybersecurity and installation and facts, statistics, and more on this are there in PPT. And here I already said that the cyber means um, the cyber word comes from the internet, and the security means the security offered through the online, and the other thing, the need of the cyber security. Cyber security helps us to secure the data from threats like data theft and misuse, and it satisfies the computer from the viruses and some other activities from illegal corruption and many of things. And what cybersecurity includes? It includes so many illegal corruption, access system influence, data influence, and some other data it includes. But it will be discussion for the classes. And the facts about cybersecurity. If there is a hacker attack every 30 milliseconds in a day, for example, 43% of cybersecurity attacks, 43% of cyber attacks are small businesses. 95% of cybersecurity breakers are due to human errors. Means here the attacks are here the attacks come from the humans who we offer through hack the others. And thank you. Any questions are there? Possible? Thank you.
Students, I want you to observe if you can make some changes, or are you improving or not. Day by day, you have attempted making your PPT, and the quality of PPT is not developed. I can see that. And after that, while you are presenting, there is no confidence at all. And one more thing, there must be a kind of enthusiasm that yes, I can do it, or at least yes, this is made by me. So this is my own PPT. That owning I can't see in anyone. Hasita must have taken it a little seriously, and she presented it by telling few good examples with this. And what's your name? Siddharth. Siddharth did it pretty good, but he did not look into the time management. Reshma did it pretty well. But in everyone's PPT, something or the other is missing during the presentation. The others just read the presentation, or they must have done it for the sake of us.
Yes. Good afternoon to one and all present over here. My name is CSE-C Present and welcome to my presentation on importance of nanotechnology. Before going into importance of nanotechnology, I just want to conclude about what is nanometer. Nanometer is a unit of length in metric system, usually equal to 1 billionth of a meter. It is difficult to fabricate components at atomic scale. Usually, 1 nanometer is equal to 80,000. Usually, 1 nanometer is equal to 80,000 thickness of a human hair. And the American physicist and Nobel Prize laureate Richard Feynman is the first person to introduce about nanotechnology in the year 1959. So, what is nanotechnology? Nanotechnology is manipulating matter at atomic scale, which is usually from 1 nanometer to 100 nanometers. Nanotechnology is not a single subject, it is interrelated with many subjects like chemistry, biology, physics, engineering, and material science. Now let us go into importance of nanotechnology. Nanotechnology is widely used in medical field. For example, in medical field, in drug deliveries and treatment to the cancers and tumors. For example, if any organ of our human is affected by any disease, then only few cells of the organ will be affected. By normal treatment, the medicine will have an effect on all those cells, due to which there may be a chance to occur side effects. But by using nanotechnology, nanorobots will deliver the drugs to those cells which are affected by the disease. So there may be a less chances or no chances to occur side effects. These nanorobots also takes pictures and gives to the doctors. These nanorobots are controlled by the doctors using computers. Nanorobots can also clear the blockage in arteries. And nanotechnology is also used in fabrics. It is possible to fabricate water repellent and stain repellent textiles. For example, if you pour any tea or coffee on a textile, then it will not absorb, due to which we can save a lot of water. Nanotechnology in electronics. Due to the reduced size and weight of the components, it is the power consumption in electronics is drastically reduced. In olden days, the transistors are usually large size, but nowadays the transistors are made in nanometers. So the efficiency of the electronics will increase. Nanotechnology is also used in environmental related issues. For example, nanotechnology based sensors are capable of detecting water and air pollution due to the presence of toxic ions and pesticides. Because these toxic ions and pesticides are highly sensitive in nature. Nanotechnology is also used in automobiles. Few nanoparticles in fuels can increase the efficiency of the fuels, and few nanoparticles in paints can provide a smooth and thin layer. Carbon nanotubes are 100 times stronger than steel and 6 times lighter than steel. And efforts are being made to fabricate cheaper nanotubes to replace the steel which is used to construct the structure of the automobile. So thank you for listening to my PPT. Any questions? So thank you.
Who wants to take the another opportunity to present again? Opportunities will not come many times. When the opportunities are given, utilize the opportunities.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is P. Nahari and I am from CSE-C and I am here to tell about the child labor. Child labor is the practice of having engaged in practice of having engaged of small children in different works. It may harmful their physical and it may harmful their health by doing this child labor. Causes of child labor. Laws and enforcement are often inadequate and because of this child labor, children may physically affect and they cannot survive. Affects child labors because of this future generation may disturb because without no skills and without no proper education child cannot survive in the society properly. So parents should understand that uh, every children get opportunity to study and they get the education so they can tell our future generation what they can develop our future generation. Measures to prevent child labor. We should give acts or government should declare any acts or implement any proper acts to eradicate this child labor. NGOs should support the children to go to education, not to any work. Industry should also understand every child is important for the education. Thank you. Any questions?
Microphones.
Good afternoon to one and all. My name is Namni Patnaik and I am from CSE-C. Today I am here to present my presentation about inequality. As we all know that we are surviving and we are going to lead our life in this inequality society. And I am very against person who is about inequality. Uh, Inequality. Uh, Gender inequality. As we are going to survive in this society, there always everyone seems a gender inequality that boy should go anywhere, boy should survive and go and complete his studies in abroad, but girl not. If girl goes means some society and some parents feel like that our daughter left us and go to abroad for studies, and if boy goes means they feel very proud that our child went to abroad and he gonna finish his studies in abroad, and they feel and share their happy moments with this society. But why not with girl? Why parents and society not feel that a girl is going to develop herself and going to independent in her life? Inequality. Economic inequality is the unequal distribution of income and opportunity between different groups in society. It is a concern in almost all countries around the world, and often people are trapped in poverty with little chance of climb up the social ladder. There are more respect and value having a rich man, but why not a poor or a middle class man? Having one rich man one side have with himself respect and value, having another side a group of poor people, no one will see them, no one will value them, no one is gonna respect them, and it is not correct, right? If there is if everyone is human, everyone should like a human, and there should be equality between them. Social inequality. Social inequality is the Social inequality occurs when resources in a given society are distributed evenly, typically through norms or allocation that engender specific partners along lines of society different categories of person. Causes and overcome. That one can't change the society, one can't change the thoughts of the people, one can't change the world, one can't change the truth, right? A group, I mean that a group of persons should perform all together and make the change in this world. Thank you. Is there any questions?
You said that parents will send all the boys to go out of the home for outing. Are you really serious with it? Because we have live examples.
Yes.
We have live examples here and not so many, but some only send, man.
Yeah, I mentioned some. Some parents. Yes, some parents. Some parents. Some parents will think like that.
Okay.
Some parents. I mentioned some. Not everyone. Thank you. When there are few women who are fighting for equality, there are also few women who are seeking superiority. What are the measures to avoid? It also leads to gender discrimination. There we are discriminating the men. So what are the measures? So there are many women who are going to fight with this society, right? And there are so many women who are always fight the challenges which uh, which exist with them in their daily life. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to my presentation. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to my presentation. Today, I am here to tell about the procrastination. The word what we are not aware of, but we are doing it without awareing of its meaning. Means how to overcome procrastination. What is procrastination? Can procrastination really affect our life or not? Procrastination is the thing when you put your things off to tomorrow. That means you have to delay your delay your works to tomorrow, that means you are going to be lazy and you are going to be irresponsible for the tomorrow. Forms of procrastination includes ignoring the task, hoping it will go away. It means when you, let's take an example of doing assignments on in time. We are having a time limit of 1 week. We are thinking in the first time we are thinking that it's okay, I can do it later. In this way, we can ignoring the task, underestimating how long it will take. We think that it just only takes few minutes. Why do I waste my fun time? Overestimating your abilities. That means you can think that you can do it in any point of time in a short span of time. Telling yourself that performance is okay. After procrastinating, you are thinking that your work is okay, I am doing my best, I am giving my best. Believing that repeated minor delays will not hurt. That means you are thinking that delaying is not a big deal. Procrastination problem. How procrastination is a problem means procrastination can lead to, for example, for a student, procrastination can lead to failing tests and classes and panic and increasing panic and anxiety. Stages of procrastination. Procrastination can give false security. That means it gives, you can think that you are very well aware of doing it, but you are not doing it. Laziness, you are becoming lazy and excuses. You have to stop procrastination by knowing, by few steps like analyzing your problem, recognize your problem and recognize why you are procrastination and get organized on your work, identify your problem, break task into smaller parts and get started and get hope to finish it off by today. I want to end this overcoming procrastination with a quote. Procrastination is the art of keeping up with yesterday. That means if you are really doing procrastination, you are not responsible for today. For my perception, tomorrow is to be hope, not to be a work of delay. Thank you.
The best part in her presentation is she is narrative, she is open, focused, forgetting about the slides that she has put on the screen. She's trying to give away all the best. So this is the right way of presentation. I don't know how many of you have done like this. All these appreciations would go for you also.
Nandini, stand up. Hasita, stand up. Stand up. Stand up.
I know these will do. Yeah, all the four are right examples for the rest. And the best part is in the presentations, each one of you can learn from the presentation. The way that they have articulated their voices. These guys are coming in now. Have you set it down? Yeah, all of you, one side of not having a noise.